This video has been brought to you by the Landscape Certified Contractors Association. Due to the membership support, we're able to bring content to each and every one of you. If you have a topic or a product you'd like us to review, or if you want to become a member, visit www.irrigatortech.com and hope to hear from you soon. Enjoy the video. Hi everyone, this is Brandon Burgess with Irrigator Technical Training School, and today we're going to go over the 110 power supply, wiring an outlet and a switch before we go into our controller. So this is our 110 power outlet. We have our main source of power coming in here. It's not going to be that flexible. We have our outlet, which we're going to tear apart, disassemble, and we'll get working our switch. We have our controller. So some of the tools that we're going to need, we're going to need a ohm meter, so we want to check voltage, and we're going to go through the steps checking. Another really handy tool right here is going to be my circuit breaker checker. So I go ahead and plug this in here. I see that I have my amber light on right here, meaning that I have power. Because you very much want to make sure that you disconnect the power before we get in here. You know, 110 will definitely, it could hurt you. It could change the rhythm of your heart. So we want to be careful. And a tool like this, you know, is just an added insurance. We can turn a breaker off and it might trip back, or we might turn the wrong breaker off thinking that we're in the clear. This just verifies that. So very, very important. Be safe out there. So let's go ahead and we'll disconnect power, and then we'll start tearing apart our panel. Okay, I got my little screwdrivers here. So I disconnected the power, but let's go ahead and double check. There we go. I don't have any lights on here. I'm dead. I'm good. I'm good to go. Okay, so now I disconnected my power, but let's go ahead and verify that. Plug in my detector. The amber light's not on, so we're good to go. I'm going to take our little handy tiny screwdriver. I want to take the faceplate off. I took a couple of these off already so that it would speed up. So take the plate off. Now what I'm going to do is disassemble. Okay, I'm just taking my screws out. Now just gonna open it up and kind of expose the wires out. Oh, see, that ground wasn't connected right. Could have been the reason why this didn't work in the first place. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take this all apart, and I'm gonna pull all the wires apart, and we'll get an idea of how to wire this up. Okay, now that I've taken out my 110 outlet with the GFI, and my switch. Now I have all my wires exposed. So my wiring here, this is my wiring coming in. So this is my 110 hot. This is my ground. I have here at the bottom is my surge protector. So in case there's a big influx of electricity, somehow it surges up, this is going to protect not only my switch, my GFI switch, which is my secondary, but also my panel, which is really important because we basically have no control over that, right? So we're going to wire this up. This is a two-phase, so I'm going to just wire it up for single. And we can see here, these three wires here, these are for my transformer, which goes to my panel. Which go to my panel. So, one thing we know for sure is that all the grounds are going to connect. So all my green wires here, we're going to connect. Want to make sure we have good contact with our wires as always when we're doing any kind of wiring. Take the ground here. And now my question is, where am I going to ground this to? I got them all together. Well, I'm going to add a separate jumper wire here, which is going to connect to the ground portion on my switch. I'm going to connect it to the ground portion here on my 110 outlet. Okay, so I want to make sure. Okay, now all my grounds are together. We're going to take another jumper wire here. We're going to take another jumper wire here. We're going to connect one coming in line coming together, and my jumper wire here. Now I'm going to do the same with the black wire coming from my surge protector. So now I have hooked up to the back of my switch here. I'm going to hook this up with the black. Cap on that. Now I'm going to start setting up power to my switch. So if we flip this over, we notice that we have line and load sections. So line is the power from the utility coming in. So this is the straight source power. And then the load section is what we're going to be sending to our transformer in this case. In any other case, it's just after our GFI here. After our GFI, then our load will be what we're sending power to, or the reason why we're setting this up in the first place. So here's my ground. I need to make sure I have a good ground. So it helps to make a little bit of a loop. So go ahead and get that on there. Go ahead and tighten up my screw. So my ground is set. Notice on the back here we have white, which is our one right here, for my jumper wire. I'm gonna go ahead. So I got it open. So we want to make sure we stick it in there pretty firm. Go ahead and tighten. We want to go ahead and give the wires a tug before we put it all back together, just affirming that that we know we're good in our connection. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my jumper wire in my other spot here. Go do a couple little tugs there. We know we're nice and firm here. Now this goes to the top part of my switch here. Go ahead and make sure we tighten this one up as well. Oh. Nice firm connection there. Okay, so now I have my white and my black for my transformer. So this would be my load. So go ahead and stick that in here at the top. Go ahead and tighten this down. Pull it, so we're good there. Go ahead and stick my other side in. Nice and firm. Okay. So that's it, really. So I have my that's it. We have my load, which goes to my transformer up here. I have my line, which comes in through the bottom here. So let's go ahead and get this all in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this faceplate on, tie these down, and we'll see where we're at. That. Now I'm going to go ahead and restore power to the unit. Okay. Beeps indicating I have power to my timer, but I'm going to go ahead and check anyway. My amber light is on. We're good to go. So that pretty much wraps it up. So this was a basic instruction on installing a switch and a So this pretty much wraps it up. We installed a switch, on-off switch, right? We also installed a outlet with a GFI in it and a surge protector. So personally, I think that every single controller should have some sort of protection, whether it just be a surge protector. I personally enjoy when we install a switch and a outlet. That way if I need to test or something, I have power available, and a switch so it can cut the power. I don't have to rely on going to the circuit breaker itself. So again, I believe every single controller should have this. So hopefully this helped, and check us out on the next video. So pretty much, So thank you from Irrigator Technical Training School for watching our videos. Please remember to subscribe. You know, whenever we see more subscribers, it always lets us know that we're doing the right thing. And watch out for our next videos. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of series on basic irrigation, troubleshooting, electrical. So leave in the comments anything you want us to, you know, provide for you guys, something maybe that we're not putting out there that you guys would like to see. All right, hope to hear from you soon.